is The Buzzard.
From the Barrio Tacos Tequila and Whiskey Studios.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
Time to give stuff away. Time to give stuff away.
All right, it's that time of year again. You want to go see Mushroomhead. They're doing their 30th anniversary / Halloween show at the world-famous Agora. About a month away, October 28th. It's a Saturday night, Halloween weekend. Tickets, info, all the other stuff at axs.com is where you'll get that. So I'll give you the last pair here, last two. For caller 10, good luck. You win a pallet Mushroomhead. Start putting your costume together. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
Podcast anytime on our iHeartRadio app.
Ooh, what's a podcast?
Like a TV show, but without the pictures.
Baby, that's called radio. What you're describing is radio.
And live on the radio weekday afternoons.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Guardians are here at home tonight. It's the second of 4 against the Baltimore Orioles, who are a good baseball team. The Guardians managed to beat them last night, 5-2. So they get another crack at them tonight. The game is at 7:10. We'll roll out around 6:30, and then a few minutes after that is when you get into your pregame. Third is tomorrow night at 6:10, and then they'll end that series with an afternoon on Sunday. Then they hang out to play the Reds. And then the last 3 games of the season are going to be in Detroit against the Tigers. So the whole season culminates in an afternoon game next Sunday afternoon, 1st of October. And then you can start thinking about Cavaliers basketball. I realize that for most sports fans, you have to keep different thoughts in your head at the same time. I'm not saying that you can't consider baseball and basketball. It really is more fun. And, of course, football. It is more fun if you can just laser focus on one thing, because that's what keeps you angry as a fan. And that's what they want.
And that's what it's about.
That's what it's all about.
Being angry.
Mm-hmm. So, Guardians, Baltimore, tonight, 7:10 on MMS. Mary's in Cincinnati.
What?
For her shows ago. Or did you perform last night?
Yes, I did one show last night at Go Bananas Comedy Club. It was good. There's like 20, 25 people there. It was fun.
Did you go bananas?
I did not. I ate at a food truck. It was delicious. We hung out. It was good.
What did you have?
Really
Was it street meat or what did you have?
They got a food truck that's at a bar like right across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like I got like chicken kebabs. So it was, veggies and chicken on a stick.
I do like food trucks, but I also do enjoy the days many years ago where you would have food carts that weren't licensed.
Like a hot dog cart?
Or a falafel wagon or something, depending on what neighborhood you were in. And they were just selling you street meat. And you were just pouring out of the club. We're talking 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. You just pour out, everyone's hammered, and it's right there. And, you got to fish where the fish are. I remember on more than one occasion walking out, there's a guy selling stuff, some kind of meat on a stick, and you'd eat it. You'd pay him $9 for it.
Yep.
And that's,
You hoped he was telling the truth.
Yep. Kalash, kalash. The guy did kalash, kalash.
What a kind of
Mountain Dew and crab juice.
Gray. Why is it gray meat?
Ooh, I'll have a crab juice. What?
Why is it a gray meat? I need to have about a gray meat and
That's right.
With a coleslaw.
Uh-huh. Gray meat is exactly. You were lucky if it was gray.
Right.
And the amazing thing...
Gray meant it was fresh.
The amazing thing was, by that time, you were so pickled that it never did anything to you. It was very rare that you hear a story the next day as somebody who really got jammed up with that kind of food.
Hey, could you go across the street and get me a slice of pizza?
No pizza, only kalash.
Oh, shoo. All right. Give me one bowl.
No bowl, stick.
Oh, jeez. That's just awful.
Ate the whole thing.
Now, what do you have to wash that awful taste out of my mouth?
Mountain Dew or crab juice.
Ugh. Oh, jeez. I'll take a crab juice.
You can see that one coming a mile away, but
yeah, it's still
love
funny.
it. Well, fine. I'll drink my Mountain Dew.
There used to, I don't know if it's still down there, but there was a little like hero place that would be outside of Harbor Inn over in the Flats.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a perfect place for
Yeah.
it, too.
so it would just be people that were at the strip club or they're over at when it was the Powerhouse before it was the aquarium.
Yep.
People would just find their way over there and the line would be down the street.
Because
But it was
what's across? McCarthy's? What's
Yeah.
across from the Harbor Inn? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been in there in 1,000 years, but I'm in Harbor Inn pretty frequently. But, yeah, get
The
some
one
of that.
time I was in Chicago, actually, the first time I ever had a tamale, me and my buddy Shane Torres, who's a very funny comedian. He's from Chicago. We were at this bar. We're getting hammered. It's like 2 in the morning.
Do you
and we're
remember which bar?
It was in Old Town by Zanies.
Yeah,
That's the
okay.
only thing I remember. Is because we did a show at the Zanies and then just like walked a couple doors down to this bar.
Shane's
It was
from
like
Texas.
2:30 in the morning, and I think Shane lived in
Okay.
Chicago for a while.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to find like a diner or something that's open, and then it was like it was honestly like a sign from God. The door to the bar opened, and this Mexican dude comes in with 2 coolers, and he's selling tamales for like $1. I had never had a tamale before, and Shane Torres was like, this dude, I know this guy. I've seen him around. He's got good stuff. So we gave him like $30 and just had a
Tamale. Yeah.
like a whole cooler's worth of tamales. And I remember asking Shane, I was like, is this like legit? Are we going to get sick from this? Is there drugs in it? He goes, this guy is trying to feed his family.
Yeah,
Like, he
he's
is
not going to make you sick.
He wants
Right.
to. He wants that repeat business. He wants the drunks to recognize them and go, "Oh, I can get food from this dude
Yeah.
for cheap."
That's a tamale guy.
Yeah.
And they were awesome. They were so good. He had these little cups of like green salsa. It was so good. And
That's why I asked, because I thought maybe you were down in Pilsen, because you played at Talia Hall, and that's in Pilsen.
Yeah, no, this was a different time.
Okay.
This was in Old Town.
There's like a tamale guy every 4 feet down in Pilsen, but
Yeah. It was awesome, though. That was the first time I ever had a tamale, and I was like, oh, I love these. Some random man with a cooler.
yeah, but they were all tinfoiled up, right?
Oh, yeah. They're
Yeah.
all tinfoiled up, and he, however many you want, got his little salsa packs.
But see,
They're
that's what I'm talking about. Is that now you got to have a license for that, whereas back in the day, these guys, if they saw anybody coming who looked like they were going to get them in trouble, they'd pack that cart up, wheel it up the street, and you're standing there going, "Man, I hope I don't get dysentery or something from this." But it was delicious. The bar wasn't serving food. So, all right, but no tamale guy outside of Go Bananas.
No, it's like a burger cart, but then they also had the chicken skewers, and yesterday was not a good day. It's not a good day for me diet-wise. I had a cupcake for breakfast, and then I had Arby's for lunch. So I was like...
One of the cupcakes from here that came in the box?
Yes.
The Poundcake celebratory cupcakes?
Well, they were for our whole team, but I took them home.
Yeah.
And my plan was to give them to Brian's ex-wife because they got a couple kids. And I was like, oh, there's, 3 cupcakes left. We'll give it to them. But they ended up at our house. And so I did it was my first time doing the thing where you take the bottom off the cupcake and put it on top of the frosting.
You make a
So
little
then
sandwich
have like
out
a
of
little
it.
sandwich.
Yeah.
And I had that with a cup of coffee for breakfast.
There you go.
And then I got on the road and I was like, man, I'm hungry because I didn't really eat anything for breakfast. And there was an Arby's at the next exit. And I was like, dude, when's the last time I had Arby's? And it was really good for about 3 bites. And then I was like, now I got to eat this Arby's.
Dude, I had Rallies the other day, and I can't remember the last time I had Rallies.
It was good.
Like, their fries are like double and triple fried. Like they are. I told you guys in the group chat about what happened when I was eating it in bed.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get what you're saying.
So
I got it.
So I had French
Do
fries.
you think you rolled
You
over
thought
on
you
the wet
spooged
spot?
or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I felt something wet, and the inside of a French fry is a bunch of potato, and it was on my leg.
Oh,
Mushed
gross.
So I rolled over. I was like, "What is that?" And it was all stained on my sheet. And then I looked on my leg, and it was a little. I was like, well, how did it get all the way down there? And I saw like the outer layer. I was like, oh, it was a French fry from Rallies.
Bro, stop eating in
Rallies
bread.
fry.
In bed. Stop eating in bed.
I know I had to stop eating in bed, but like that's the only place I have TV, and I eat and watch TV in my room. So
Get a chair.
I have
there's
never
no room.
been.
I don't have enough room.
Then get another TV. There's a pile of TVs over here.
Yeah, you have a whole place to yourself now.
Just go get one.
I'm just gonna take that home.
Yeah, those. I mean,
TV
they're
home.
like don't work, but they might work.
I finally saw the Rally's curse broken when we were in Michigan. You know, there's a kind of a running joke that you'll never find a Rally's in a good neighborhood. We were in a neighborhood in not far from where Gwen's dad lives, which is pretty hoity-toity. Brand new Rally's. I was like, this is amazing.
And they call them
Rally's is
not checkers?
delicious. What's that?
They call them rallies up there, not checkers.
No, I think it was Rally's.
I think
But like in Illinois, they're
Checkers is-
checkers.
Yeah. Oh, is it in
thought it
Illinois?
In
was
Chicago,
South.
they're all checkers. But it's the
Yeah,
same
in
place.
Tennessee,
I
they're
mean,
all checkers.
Yeah.
I don't understand the name difference. Why is it just like it's owned by two people and they have like dibs on regions?
Yeah, like Rally's leased checkers locations, and then they changed the name. It's same company, but
Some
other
kind of
people were
legal-
doing different things. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, that's why I
What
got
was
a
the
chicken.
Carl's Jr. and Hardee's?
Hardee's,
right?
yeah, because when I was a kid, it was all Hardee's, and then West Coast was Carl Jr.'s. But anyway, let me lay this on you. You know, you got to keep the kids safe, especially around Halloween. But you also have to speak their language. And if you really want kids paying attention to what you're doing, you got to rap.
Always a good idea. It's just it's how you reach the kids, how you get through to the younger generation.
That's right.
It lets them know that you get them and that you're cool.
Mm-hmm. Look at Poochie.
Mm-hmm.
He was just what they needed. If you want to be down with the kids, you got to rap. Everybody knows that. Black street culture is youth culture. There's no way around that. So you at least have to pretend that you're down. That's at least how it's packaged and sold and all that. The Consumer Product Safety Commission, it's a government agency. They put out a CD of songs to promote safety.
Oh, yeah. And I bet
We all paid for this, by the way. It's taxpayer money doing this. And they must have at least gotten
Biden.
They must have at least gotten a couple of people who knew a little bit of what they were doing because it's very memey, like the artwork on it. The album is called We're Safety Now, Haven't We? Like in kind of a I Can Has Cheeseburger kind of broken, And they've made a full album. And they've got songs like Put Your Phone Away. Protect Ya Noggin is the song about wearing a helmet.
First things first, let me tell you what the issue is. When you in the streets, gotta stay vigilant. Check the stats, there's been way too many in your heads. From riding around without nothing on protecting them. But we could do better. I'ma put my helmet on and go zoom. Sitting flat up on my head real evenly. Low on my forehead, y'all ain't seeing me. When I fly by.
Again, I don't know. I know who this is for. I don't know who's ever going to hear it other than the people listening to this show right now. I don't know how they're distributing it. They've got some songs in Spanish because you've got to. Going Off Like Fireworks is another song. Beats,
Katy Perry already did that.
Beats to Relax and Be Safe too. Because, you got to let them. If they were real smart, they would have licensed a helmet song. And then they do Protect Your Noggin in Espanol. So it's. I mean, I don't hate the beats. But I mean,
Muy tight.
Muy tight. So, We're Safety Now, Haven't We? Volume 1 is out now for you parents. And again, we can have a little larf over this, but there are parents who listen to something like this and go, this is just what I need.
This is how
This
we
is
will
how-
teach our kids to be safe.
How I will communicate with my children. This is how I will bridge that generation and communication gap. Phone Away. You want to hear Phone Away?
Of course.
Pay attention. Pay attention. While you're walking, when you're dancing.
All right, this is a club banger.
I'm telling you.
This is German club music.
They could be playing this at the Crowbar this weekend and everybody would go nuts. They would not know what they were listening to, but they would love it. This is a banger.
Throw the crowbar out there.
What I mean, why not? It's your favorite place in Sandusky, in the greater Sandusky metropolitan area. So listen, this is, I don't know how much money they spent on this, but it probably wasn't a small amount.
Too much.
Or not enough.
There's a song called Sipone Caliente on here, which I think means it's getting hot. And so it's
All right, they can put that on Kiss right now.
I was going to say, it's very reflective of the sound of right now, right? I mean, you can all pop music kind of sounds exactly the same.
Put
So
your phone away.
right. I mean, it's kind of sexy for a kid's album, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what the high end in the age demo is supposed to be for this, but I mean, put your phone away.
If you run Safety Town or something, these are great things.
Safety Town.
Yeah, if you're a kindergarten teacher.
I know some
You
adults
play
that
these.
still need to go to Safety Town.
What about Pound Town?
Sure.
You could have told me that was Ariana Grande, and I wouldn't have known.
Here's the problem, though. If you make it sound, you can be so clever that you completely lose the message.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you're doing a song about, hey, be careful with fireworks, but you can't understand a goddamn thing they're saying, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. Or you're blowing off a firework in your hand. Off-road adventure. Here's one. I guess buckle your seatbelt. I don't know. No, maybe it's just a banger. Yeah, you have no clue what's going on there.
Right.
It's not like he said, push your limits, don't get killed.
It sounds like that
Is
song.
that one about a school shooter drill?
Yeah, push your limits, don't get killed. What, Cody?
It sounds like that song, We Can Make Sandwiches, the ones you just played.
Yeah, sandwiches.
Same voice.
So anyway, Protect Your Noggin. I think Phone Away is going to be the big club banger. I think Bill's right about that. That's going to be, people aren't even going to know what they're saying.
Pay attention. In the club, at the spot.
At the spot. Why would you put your phone away in the club?
Well, that's the thing. Is like, put your phone away. We don't want to get caught. We're doing stuff at the club we shouldn't be doing.
That's right.
We got some lines.
No
we
recording.
got, we're doing whippets. Put your phone away.
I got kindergarten teachers blowing rails in the back of the toilet tank.
Phone away.
Well, anyway, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission
Getting topped off in the VIP. Put your phone away.
has got an album called We're Safety Now, haven't we? Volume 1, so fingers crossed for volumes 2 through infinity.
When are they going to do the sex education songs? That's what I want to know.
Put that thing away.
Put your
that
bone
thing
away.
Put your bone. There you go.
Put your phone away.
He did it.
For condoms.
All right, I'm going to break. I had those Cedar Point tickets for you before the season is over. Get you out there for Halloween weekends or whatever else you want to do. Last two tickets this week for Cedar Point. 35192 and a text for anything else, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio